A year ago at this time, you're sitting out as a red shirt. You're the, second backup. Now you've got all 10 starts, 3 shutouts. Are you surprised at how far you've jumped in a year?
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised, I'd say. I think Joe's, a really good coach. He's helped me develop a lot as a player. And then there's 5 goalies here, so I have 4 other guys to learn a lot from. I came in, I was the youngest guy last year that we had, so I got to learn a lot from Jaime. He was a real good goalkeeper. And, Joe he works us every day, so I've gotten to progress, and the coaches just believe in me. So I just hope it keeps going.
All right, you've put in all this hard work. What are the biggest changes? What's the biggest difference between you a year ago and you now?
I'd say, there's a ton of changes. The back 4 I got to be comfortable with last year during the spring. We have 4 different guys this year, so I think we've got a lot of good chemistry. I'm a lot more comfortable with them now, getting a lot of games under our belt, and I think we trust each other a lot, and that's probably the factor that helps us the most.
Coaches sort of by nature kind of cringe at the idea of relying too much on freshmen, but you're a freshman goalie, or redshirt freshman, and you've got 4 freshman defenders right in front of you. Why is this group effective when all of you guys are so young?
Well, it's a lot of young groups have a lot of ups and downs. It goes against us. We can start panicking a little bit, but when you're doing well, everyone gets a little riled up. But I think we've got good stability for how young we are. We're pretty mature, so I think when we get going in the right direction, we expect that. And when things go against us, we've got the maturity to say like, hey, we need to turn this around, and that's really been our what we stand by.
Keepers, by definition, are usually pretty vocal guys, sort of the quarterback in the back end of the field. Is there a clear-cut leader among the defenders in front of you, or is it pretty evenly spread out, all the responsibility and leadership?
Yeah, it's pretty evenly spread. We don't have too big of a shouter. I do what I need to back there. I'm not, I don't scream my head off by any means, but I tell them what I need to do, what I want them to do, and then Jordan and Jared and Bryce, they communicate a lot with each other and just let each other know they've got their back, or that guy needs to be there. So they spread it out pretty evenly.
You start out this season with a rough road trip up to Michigan, losing a couple of shutouts, and by all accounts, things were a little bit out of sync, I guess. Now you've won 5 of the last 6 with a tie thrown in there. You got maybe the best view of what's going on the field of anybody. What's the biggest difference in the 10 guys in front of you that you have seen from the beginning of the year to now?
I think it's got a lot to do with just the cohesiveness of the group. We got 8 freshmen and 10 new players that didn't start last year. So I think the first 2 games we were just getting used to each other a little bit more, but now we're really getting into the swing of things, and everyone's starting to anticipate what another person's going to do, and I think that's helping us out a lot.
Obviously the most important stat is victories, but you've got 3 shutouts in your last 5 games. For you as a goalie, or for you guys as a defensive unit, how much does that do, getting shutouts, for the confidence and the momentum going forward?
I think it's great. I haven't had amazing games to keep these shutouts. The back 4 are doing a big load of the work. I've just made like 2 or 3 saves in each of the games, and they're really clean. They're really proactive in reading the balls that would be difficult for me to deal with and taking care of it. And then on the offensive side of things, I think it gives them a load of confidence knowing just 1 goal can be the decider, and they don't have to put 4 or 5 away. So I think all around keeping shutouts it's great for a team.